For those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're gonna get to the other stuff in a minute, but what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So I guess it really ain't nothing else left to do but vibe. Yeah, you done messed up and clicked on some trill shit this time. And you ain't gotta do nothing. You better not say nothing. All you gotta do is open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind one time. Feels good, don't it? I am the vibe of the day. You're tuned in with a horse of a different color. Pun intended. I am the Jones in your bones that's calling you home. Yeah. We done been all over the world, all over the universe. Today, you finna take your ass home today. I know you think you hear me, but that ain't it. You damn sure can't see me. You gotta feel me, baby. Everything is vibration. Even you. We on an ethereal journey to the center of the soul. I hope you're ready. What it was. Y'all already know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And this right here, this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight. And I had a little monologue set up to go for y'all, man, but fuck that. It's time to get right into this karma, man. So this right here, this a little something about those people that have their north node in the 4th house and their south node in the 10th house of their natal chart. And see, before we even go there, if you don't know my style, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the nodes. I'm going to give y'all a quick breakdown of the north node. I'm going to give y'all a quick breakdown of the south node. And then after that, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about the history behind them, the mythology behind them. And I might even tell y'all a little bit on how us astrologers use the nodes. So, you finna get a wealth of information. And, I don't think it can be beat, but that's all right. And, I guess there's no competition, which ain't no fun to me, but it'll be all right, man. So we were talking about the nodes right here. In astrology, we see these as your life purpose. And this is also going to be referred to as Rahu and Ketu, respectively, in Vedic astrology. And the nodes are not actual celestial bodies. They're two mathematical points that can be calculated in the chart. And they're going to fall directly opposite each other and create an axis of sorts. So different signs and different houses. For instance, if your north node is in Scorpio, then your south node is in Taurus. And if your north node is in the fourth house, then your south node is in the 10th house, and so on and so forth. And hey man, this shit right here is crucial, man, because they can really help us answer questions like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Why am I here? What's my mission? And even why am I like this? And what might I have been in past lives? Yeah, we're gonna go there. And if you don't believe in reincarnation, that's cool, man. I respect that. So let's just call it your early days if that ain't what you're about, or your early days, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But That is what I believe, and I hope you respect that if you do jump in my comments. And so when we're talking about the North Node, man, this is your destiny right now. This is your karmic path. This is like the terrain that's calling your name, but getting to the top of this mountain is going to be like getting to the summit of Mount Everest, man. So you're probably going to have to enlist help, get some more supplies, make some sacrifices, and do all kinds of shit if you ever want to get to the top of this hill, Miss Wheezy. And this is kind of like your learning curve in a sense. And that's because Rahu activities are going to require you to stretch out of your comfort zone. But once you do, you're going to feel amazed at how empowered you feel. This is like the activation of your life's mission. And the sooner you align yourself with this path, the more purpose driven your life is going to become. Okay. And, I feel like you're always going to be able to fall back on that South Node energy as that ace in the hole at certain times, even after you've made your way in this world. But, when it comes to the North Node, it's basically like this. We often get caught up in the thinking process that just because we're inherently good at some shit, or just because, some shit comes naturally to us, that's what we're supposed to be doing with our life. But that's usually not the case, because once we do it, it's never going to feel spiritually satisfying, because, the simple fact is, maybe we've already mastered that in past lives enough times. So it's time to do something else. Okay. It's time to flip the script on that. And so when you're looking at the South Node, this is exactly what we're talking about right here. This is your innate gifts. This is past life shit. This right here, this is going to fall exactly opposite of the North Node, and it reveals the gifts that you brought into this lifetime with you. It's your comfort zone. It's your little sweet spot. And you're really going to be innately good in these areas of life, which might even cause you to begin your early path based on Ketu's energy. And while that might bring you some satisfaction and some accomplishments, it's never going to feel spiritually nourishing, because it's basically on some been there, done that type shit. And indeed you have. When you're fucking with the South Node, you've probably been doing that shit over and over and over again in past lives. So it's time to flip the script on that. It's time to use Ketu as the springboard into Rahu's destiny. It's kind of like the South Node is your little horoscope hometown and shit. It's not necessarily the place that you want to settle permanently, but it's definitely somewhere comfortable that you can go back to when you need a boost or to feel a sense of belonging. That right there is your fallback game. Okay. And so, us astrologers, we use the nodes to determine where your destiny lies in this life with the North Node or Rahu, and kind of what you had going on in past lives with the South Node or Ketu. And as far as the transits go with these, they take about 18 months or a year and a half to transverse each sign. And hey, this shit goes well beyond Western astrology and even this life right here, because in Jewish or Kabbalistic astrology, it actually focuses primarily on the nodes. And it calls the North Node your tikkun, or the correction that your life must make, or the correction that your soul must make in order to ascend. Okay. And then in Vedic or sidereal astrology, Rahu is known as the head or the beginning of the dragon or the beast, but it has no body. And Ketu is the ass or the tail or the body of the dragon, and it has no head. And Vedic really takes a lot more harsh view on the South Node's destiny. But no matter what way you're looking at it, this shit right here is crucial. And when I'm doing a natal chart interpretation, I often tell the people that I'm talking to that I could easily start her in my whole analysis with that nodal placement. Okay. So, pardon me. So pay attention to that, man. And, also realize that this shit here is crucial, especially the house placement, which is what we're talking about right now. And so, when we're talking about having the North Node in the fourth house or Rahu in the fourth house, if you're expecting me to tell you that this is going to be all about home and family and establishing your roots, I promise you, I'm not finna disappoint you. But first, I need you to understand that this is also all about learning how to go with the flow and let go of that need to be in control. Because in the past or in past lives, these folks right here were used to being the authority. So they're always going to come across like a boss. And that's just what it is. But no. No, this right here is about learning how to chill out and go with your heart. This is about coming to the realization that, it ain't business all the time. This time it's personal. For real, man. And even though there's going to be something that's just calling these folks right here to assert dominance and spend their time chasing a career and running shit, the simple fact is that's not where growth can be found in this life right here. So it's time to flip the script on that. It's time to stop rationalizing every damn thing and, or at least, stop trying to rationalize every goddamn thing and start trusting that intuition a lot more. Plus, I'm going to let you know now that when I see a fourth house Rahu, I see somebody who's being goaded by the universe to develop some emotional, to develop some emotional sensitivity a little bit too. That's what I meant to say. I don't know what I was about to say, man. Cause, this tells me that this was somebody in past lives that spent way too much time chasing a career or chasing status. And, they were kind of a control freak because of that. And not only that, they also kind of neglected their family life in the process of whatever they had going on. And that right there, it just stunted their growth emotionally. And that can't fly. It can't fly this time around. They kind of forgot who they really are and where the fuck they really came from. So here come the universe telling them it's time to take their ass home. Regardless of whatever the fuck they think they about, man. They don't run a motherfucking thing. They don't run shit, man. And the universe is gonna let them know, man. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with having ambition, but having the North Node in the fourth is gonna make a motherfucker develop some empathy too. Period. Period, man. And let me also remind you that with the fourth house, this is the parental house in astrology. So when I'm looking at this one right here, man, I'm seeing somebody who had maybe one or both of these parents that they had in their life, that had really high hopes for them. And they really were kind of pushing them in life and they wanted them to do some great things, but they didn't necessarily give them the right care and concern emotionally. And, it certainly had effect on this person, man. So this is about breaking that karmic cycle and doing things different in their home once they're able to establish it. That's definitely something that needs to be looked at. This is about learning how to cooperate and be vulnerable without the need for control. Cause creating emotional safety, hey, this right here, that's probably the most important lesson to be learned with this one right here, man. And that cannot be done if your walls are always up. So, maybe it could be said that a fourth house Rahu, in essence, is all about learning how to embrace being a human again. And, that means that you got to realize that you have both strengths and weaknesses, a heart and a mind, ambitions and emotions. Okay. Cause hey, man, we're all perfect imperfections. Just remember that. And this is about letting your people know that you love them through learning to develop some nurturing instincts rather than just, being the provider or being the protector, man. Cause, truth be told, if this is your placement right here, man, you done forgot what's most important in this little quest to be elite that you've been having going on for all these existences, man. And, a lot of y'all have actually developed into some true assholes by nature. But that ain't the way. It just ain't the way in this life, man. You gotta learn to love, man. You gotta learn to love. Pardon me. And so, when we're talking about the karmic implications of having the South Node or Ketu in the 10th house, man, when we're looking back at that, man, you're looking at somebody who used to be a boss, period. Whatever the realm was, man. And that could really mean a whole multitude of different things. But what it means most of all is that in past lives, these were people who trained themselves to replace their feelings and instincts and sense of sensual enjoyment for the sake of getting shit done. And because of that, they often ended up in positions of power and authority. Okay. However, because of that, they also may have separated themselves from the sweeter flow of family interactions and personal reflection. And so this life right here, this one here, this is meant to create a better balance between accomplishing things and learning how to nourish and support yourself and other people for that matter. But it's best to start with self. Because the need for control, that shit right there, it might get in the way if you're trying to help other people doing that first. Okay? Okay, you cannot focus too much on other people with this one because then that need to take control. Nah, man. This is about finding out what's going on deep inside of you. Okay? Plus, with the 10th house Ketu, you're prone to want to hide your feelings and do everything you can to appear efficient and invulnerable. And, that's not real. It's just not real. And the sooner you figure that out, the better life will become for you. And, the thing is, you don't have to believe a word I just said. Okay? Maybe you think I'm full of shit, but the truth of the matter is, just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that. And what I mean is we all have all this energy available to us. What you do with it is what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And there's been some priceless knowledge of self. This should be the time that you're hitting that like button, because I know I went in. You can hit the dislike button too. And I've been seeing a few people do that, but that's okay. The world needs haters. I'm all right with that. Show me some interaction. Tell me how you feel. Shoot me a comment, man. If you like how I'm rocking, let me know that you like how I'm rocking, man. If you fucking with my dude, you already know, man. Don't let this Mercury retrograde get on your ass. If you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below, or you can really email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And hey, I just thank everybody for all the love and support. Y'all keep it real till next time, because that's all I know how to do.